But women just won't talk about their vaginas. It's really shocking how misplaced the focus of everything is on menopause. So before menopause, your vagina has 3 characteristics that make it functional as a vagina, and they're all due to estrogen. First, your vagina has a very, very, very thick wall, and that thick wall makes it easy for your vagina to withstand friction during intercourse. Second, your vagina has tons of wrinkles. Your vagina is the one place on your body where you want wrinkles. It's like an accordion. And the wrinkles make it possible for your vagina to lengthen during intercourse and stretch for the delivery of a baby. And third, your vagina has lubrication. And the lubrication of your vagina makes things glide. It's always moist. Nothing causes friction with all that lubrication. And intercourse does not hurt. But when you lose your estrogen, wham! That thick wall becomes paper thin. All those wrinkles disappear, and all the lubrication dries up. The combined result is that your vagina literally starts to shrink, all because of estrogen loss. So if you've never connected the dots on how many things dry up at menopause, now you get the picture. Many, many, many aspects of menopause have to do with things that used to be so healthy and lubricated. And at menopause, they change. They become more like sandpaper, all because of this loss of estrogen, which was really a great big oil lubricating can for your whole body, disappearing. Do you see why this WHAM series is helpful? Because when you start thinking of things in groups like this, themes of what's happening to your body at menopause, it really, really helps you make changes and decisions that will make a big difference. And it helps you understand what's really going on. Women have trouble understanding why their joints hurt. I mean, you don't think about your joints as being part of your reproductive hormone issue. You just don't connect joints with estrogen, typically. I mean, it's not something the average person would do. But when you understand that estrogen is a lubricant, and you understand that joint pain occurs because there is no lubrication for your joints, it makes sense. And that's why I teach like this, because these themes help you connect dots, put two together, and realize, oh my goodness, everything that's drying up is doing so because it has nothing to lubricate it. Because estrogen is gone. And estrogen was the big oil can. So the list of all the things that become dry are your hair, your brain, your skin, your eyes, your mouth, your heart arteries, your bones, your joints, your uterus, your ovaries, your vagina. Ladies, that is a bunch of stuff. Did you ever imagine that so many things could be related with one single feature? The key is to understand that it's all due to loss of estrogen. And this education is all about how you can compensate for loss of estrogen. There are so many options. Estrogen replacement is just one of them. And of course, it is the one that works the best, but that doesn't mean that it's right or that it's preferable for all women. My goal with this WHAM series is to show you the patterns for what happens at menopause. And what you're seeing today is that a whole lot of things dry up at menopause. And when you look at it that way, it makes sense. And it makes it easy to see how it all makes sense, even if it does make you a little angry. I know that sometimes I make you angry. I don't mean to make you angry, but you should be mad at menopause. Don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger. I'm the vessel for the education. I'm not Mother Nature. I don't make menopause happen to you. I just translate into a language that you can understand so that you know what's going on. And once you know what's going on, there's all kinds of things you can do to take care of it. And you have me here to help you. I can help you with everything. I can help you personally and individually if you want me to. All that you have to do to create that as an option is to go to my website, menopausetailor.me. You schedule a one-on-one consultation at your convenience. I do them with women all over the world by video conferencing. So we get on the computer or your iPad or your iPhone or whatever you do to see people these days, and we have a video conference. And just know that if you have a consultation with me, it's not just a consultation. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it. First of all, I send you an email that that invites you to give me all the information you want on yourself. You can tell me everything. You can write all about yourself, make it brimming with details. You can tell me your whole story. Tell me all the things that you fear, all your confusions, all your goals, everything. You can even send me things like your mammograms, your ultrasounds, your bone density tests, anything that you want me to include in my assessment. And then what I do is I create a document with all the background education, all the facts, and I weave into it the things that I already know about you from what you wrote me in your document. And I send it to you at least 48 hours before the consultation so that you have time to read it. Well, do you know what that does? That sets the stage for an incredible consultation. I mean, you can't believe how much of an education it gives you to the point where you can use our consultation time very efficiently, because then you have the foundation for a really good conversation about whatever you want to do or whatever other questions you might have gotten in the period of time since getting all the information I sent you. So that consultation with me is much more than just a consultation with me. You will be shocked and delighted with how much you get out of a consultation. So feel free to schedule one anytime. Also know that I've got a great big book out there on menopause that gives you this entire education in one place that you will refer to over and over and over again. And if you want it in a more lively fashion, go and get my webinars. The webinars are my entire seminar, given one chapter at a time with all the props and the models and the demonstrations. It's everything. If you want to have a private ownership of that education, get it in the form of a DVD, which is also at my website. It's 14 hours, the whole education. You know, I even have a product for men. It's called Menopause 101 for Men as a DVD and a webinar. And it's also the last chapter of my book. And some of the articles I've written on my website are for men too. So whatever you want in the way of education, I've got it for you. And no matter how you want to manage your menopause, I've got it for you. Diet, lifestyle, vitamins, minerals, herbs, botanicals, hormonal medications, non-hormonal medications, acupuncture, hypnosis. I cover it all. I'll help you manage your menopause any way you want to manage it, but I will also make sure you know all the facts so that you know what you're doing and have confidence in what you're doing. I believe education changes everything, and my goal is to change your life for the better. So that's what we're doing here with these podcasts and with every other product I have for you. This was the beginning of the WHAM series, What Happens at Menopause? We will continue that with the next podcast, and the next one will be What Shrinks at Menopause? And you will eventually understand all sorts of themes that happen at menopause and that are all connected in some way. So I thank you for joining me. I'll sign off for now. Come back next time for the next podcast on What Happens at Menopause. Take care.